Vitamin D deficiency remains a prevalent global health concern. Vitamin D, often referred to as the sunshine vitamin, plays a pivotal role in numerous physiological processes essential for overall health and well-being. Understanding the multifaceted risk factors contributing to this deficiency is crucial for devising effective preventive strategies and interventions. In this video, we delve into the various risk factors associated with vitamin D deficiency, shedding light on the complex interplay of biological, environmental, and lifestyle factors. Biological factors. Skin pigmentation. Individuals with darker skin pigmentation have a natural protection mechanism against harmful UV radiation, which reduces their capacity to synthesize vitamin D efficiently. Consequently, people with higher levels of melanin require more prolonged sun exposure to produce an adequate amount of vitamin D compared to those with lighter skin tones. Age. Aging is often accompanied by a decline in the skin's ability to synthesize vitamin D upon exposure to sunlight. Moreover, older adults tend to spend more time indoors and may have reduced dietary intake or impaired absorption of vitamin D, further exacerbating the risk of deficiency. Genetic factors. Genetic variations can influence an individual's susceptibility to vitamin D deficiency. Polymorphisms in genes encoding proteins involved in vitamin D metabolism and transport, such as the vitamin D receptor, VDR, and the vitamin D binding protein, DBP, may affect the efficiency of vitamin D utilization and contribute to variability in serum vitamin D levels among populations. Environmental factors. Latitude and season. Geographical location significantly impacts the availability of sunlight, a primary source of vitamin D synthesis. People residing at higher latitudes experience reduced sunlight exposure, particularly during the winter months when the angle of sunlight is lower. Individuals living in regions farther from the equator are at a heightened risk of vitamin D deficiency, necessitating alternative sources such as dietary supplements. Urbanization and indoor lifestyle. Urban dwellers often face challenges in accessing sunlight due to high-rise buildings, air pollution, and limited outdoor recreational spaces. Moreover, sedentary lifestyles and indoor occupations contribute to decreased sun exposure, further predisposing urban populations to vitamin D insufficiency. Lifestyle factors. Sun avoidance behaviors. Concerns about skin cancer risk and the promotion of sun protection measures have led to widespread sun avoidance behaviors, such as wearing sunscreen, protective clothing, and seeking shade. While these practices are essential for skin health, they can inadvertently hinder vitamin D synthesis, especially when practiced excessively or indiscriminately. Dietary habits. Dietary intake of vitamin D-rich foods, including fatty fish, fortified dairy products, and egg yolks, significantly influences vitamin D status. However, vegetarian or vegan diets, lactose intolerance, and limited access to fortified foods may compromise dietary vitamin D intake, necessitating supplementation or alternative dietary sources. Prevalence and public health implications. The global prevalence of vitamin D deficiency varies widely across different regions and population groups, reflecting the diverse distribution of risk factors and environmental factors. Numerous studies have highlighted the high prevalence of vitamin D insufficiency among specific populations, including older adults, individuals with darker skin pigmentation, those living in urban areas, and certain ethnic minorities. The ramifications of widespread vitamin D deficiency extend beyond bone health, encompassing a spectrum of adverse health outcomes. Insufficient vitamin D levels have been linked to an increased risk of osteoporosis, fractures, cardiovascular diseases, autoimmune disorders, infectious diseases, and certain cancers. Moreover, vitamin D deficiency during pregnancy may pose risks for maternal health, fetal development, and offspring health outcomes, underscoring the importance of addressing this issue across the lifespan. Public health efforts aimed at mitigating vitamin D deficiency encompass a multifaceted approach, involving policy interventions, educational campaigns, and healthcare initiatives. Strategies to enhance vitamin D status may include public health education, raising awareness about the importance of vitamin D for overall health, and the role of sunlight exposure, dietary sources, and supplementation in maintaining optimal vitamin D levels. Sun safety guidelines, promoting sun safety practices that balance the benefits of sunlight exposure for vitamin D synthesis with the risks of skin cancer, advocating for moderate sun exposure during peak hours and encouraging the use of protective measures when necessary. Fortification policies, implementing food fortification programs to enhance the availability of vitamin D in staple foods such as dairy products, cereals, and edible oils, particularly in regions with limited sunlight exposure or dietary diversity. Clinical guidelines and screening protocols, developing evidence-based clinical guidelines for healthcare professionals regarding the screening, diagnosis, and management of vitamin D deficiency, with an emphasis on high-risk populations and individuals with underlying medical conditions. Supplementation programs, targeted supplementation initiatives for vulnerable populations, including pregnant women, infants, older adults, individuals with malabsorption disorders, and those residing in regions with limited sunlight exposure. Vitamin D deficiency represents a significant public health challenge with far-reaching implications for global health and well-being. Addressing the diverse array of risk factors contributing to this deficiency requires a concerted effort from policymakers, healthcare professionals, educators, and individuals alike. By adopting a comprehensive approach that integrates preventive measures, educational initiatives, and targeted interventions, we can strive towards a future where vitamin D deficiency is minimized and population health is optimized. Vitamin D deficiency is a multifactorial health issue influenced by a complex interplay of biological, environmental, and lifestyle factors. Recognizing the diverse risk factors associated with vitamin D deficiency is paramount for targeted interventions aimed at promoting optimal vitamin D status and mitigating associated health risks. Public health initiatives focusing on education, dietary supplementation, and sensible sun exposure guidelines can empower individuals to address modifiable risk factors and safeguard their vitamin D health effectively. By addressing these risk factors comprehensively, we can illuminate the path towards a healthier, vitamin D replete population.